Welcome back. The war in Iran disrupting the global balance of power as the president threatens to pull out of NATO, tells other nations to go to the Strait of Hormuz and just take the oil. Our next guest says the conflict has put China in a stronger position relative to the U.S. Joining us this morning, a former Morgan Stanley Asia chairman, Stephen Roach, senior fellow at Yale Law. Stephen, it's a pleasure to see you again. Thanks for joining.
Great to see you, Carl.
A lot of ink spilled this week about how the rest of the world views U.S. security guarantees from here on out and whether that is a net benefit to Xi Jinping.
Well, Carl, April 2nd, today is a good benchmark. Today, the morning after Trump's nothing burger of a speech that really didn't describe anything that you could call strategic, and is completely inconsistent with his effort to develop a national strategic strategy published a few months ago. Compare that today with a year ago when he rolled out the Great Liberation Day tariffs against the entire world that were recently just declared illegal. You've got a disruptive president enacting personalized, whimsical policies that make no sense legally or strategically. Xi Jinping represents a China who attempts to think strategically. They've done that for years. And I think the comparison between the two of them is day and night heading into the May 14th, 15th summit in Beijing.
Right. How do you think the Chinese leverage this then?
I think the Chinese just play this as they have been, not in any aggressive fashion, but just sitting back and watching the United States under Donald Trump continue to act in a way that is not befitting its status of the world, and China almost wins by default here.
You think China will step in, Stephen, and police the Strait of Hormuz to help some of its allies in the region get their ships through?
I don't, but that'll remain to be seen. I think that the U.S. started the war, and the U.S. has responsibility for, I think, cleaning up the consequences of the war that it started. And by abrogating those responsibilities in the Straits of Hormuz, I mean, Trump is walking away really with a classic defeat on its hand and trying to hold others accountable for that.
There are those, Stephen, who posit that, in fact, China's ability to source oil from different parts of the world has been compromised, whether it be Venezuela or Iran, and that this is part of a strategy overall. How do you view that?
Well, David, I mean, China does depend on Iran for oil. We know that, and the Venezuela point you made is clear. But is that going to force China into military action, or does China have a broad enough and diversified supply chain to do it in a different fashion? That remains to be seen.